Imagine a disease that could literally wipe out an entire breed. That this can be a slow killer of any breed. Breeders have this in their program and they don't even realize it's there. It's slowly killing certain breeds. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this episode of Breeders Hacks. We're going to be talking about cardiomyopathy. All right, guys?
I got you right now. What's going on, Bully fam?
What's going on, Bully fam? It's your boy, the educated, the scientist, Mr. Double Muscle Line Bulls, bringing you another episode of Breeders Hacks. So we're in my mini library right now, right? So this is something that has been plaguing my breed for quite some time now, and breeders didn't even know that it's there. Cardiomyopathy. I'm just going to read off to you what this particular passage in one of the veterinary manuals talks about when it comes to cardiomyopathy. Cardiomyopathy. Cardiomyopathy is a progressive deterioration of the heart. It's frequently undetected because dogs may remain without symptoms for years. The condition causes the affected dog to have an arrhythmia, an irregular heartbeat. Although many dogs are without symptoms, some may have episodes of fainting or collapse, weakness, and occasionally heart failure. Death often occurs from the inability to control irregular heart rhythms and is usually sudden. The recommended method of diagnosis is through the use of a Holter monitor, a 24-hour electrocardiogram. In my experience, especially like with the exotic bully, with a lot of the brachiocephalic breeds that suffer from cardiomyopathy, that breeders don't even know that it's there because, yet again, it can go undetected. For the dog could be perfectly fine. And I've seen this happen. I actually know, I have a friend of mine who he bought a dog for almost close to 6 figures, almost $100,000. And when the dog got over here, they did the heart test and everything just to ensure that they purchased a healthy animal from over there. Well, what winded up happening? As the dog got older, the dog was, I think, a little under a year. It must have developed cardiomyopathy. And what winds up happening is one day the dog, all of a sudden, he goes to check on the dog and the dog's just dead. And it's because it most likely had a heart attack because of the fact that the heart must have gotten more and more enlarged. And what winds up happening is one day the dog, all of a sudden, and the dog's just dead. And it's because it most likely had a heart attack based off of what I heard when it came to the necropsy. So with that being said, this is something that's been plaguing, for example, the exotic bully for quite some time. Is bad hearts. And like my mentor talks about, bad hearts are very, very hard to get out of a breed because of the fact that it's something that you won't know if the dog has cardiomyopathy, carrier of it, or has it, whatever the case may be, until much time has gone by. The dog could be a couple years old and then you're able to find and detect it. And it's a test as shown that can take 24 hours. It's a 24-hour test. Do it right. Most of the average vets really, this isn't something that they really offer too much in-house as far as the 24-hour test goes. And this is the scary thing. Imagine this, and I'm sure you've probably heard of this before. Popular stud comes out of nowhere. You get this popular stud. Someone produces a very, very popular stud, and this dog gets bred to everyone. Everyone is breeding to this dog. Every kennel that you know of is breeding to this dog. He's a very popular stud. Well, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, he dies. People don't really ask why he died, but all we know is that he passed away. And maybe this was when he was around 1, 2, 3 years old, still relatively very young. Passes away. People don't realize he actually passed away because of a heart attack, because he had cardiomyopathy and he had a really bad heart. Now, most likely, all of those people who bred to that very popular stud have puppies now who probably carry it. And now dogs at 1, 2, 3 years old are dying. People aren't sure where it's coming from or how to get rid of it because they don't even know that they have it. So that's why health testing is super important. So now this one super impactful dog damn near has played a part in affecting all the dogs in the gene pool because he's so popular. Everybody was breeding to the dog. And now dogs at 1, 2, 3 years old are dying. People aren't sure where it's coming from or how to get rid of it because they don't even know that they have it. They're not testing for it. So that's why health testing is super important. Every breed has their health problems. So there's no breed that's exempt from health problems. There's no perfect dog out there. It's a heart disease, it's cardiomyopathy. It's quite scary. So for what I foresee in the near future is especially those breeds that have been critiqued for their health is going to become the utmost of importance. So I think testing for hearts is extremely huge. That's what I'm doing now with all my dogs is we're making sure that we test for hearts as well as testing for other things as well. Certain tests are specialized tests. If that dog was bred, passing it on to its offspring and just become a destructive cycle that could ultimately end a breed. So with that being said, guys, there's testing that we can do to try to minimize this, to try to get rid of this. This is something I want you guys to be mindful of and to open your eyes. And this is gonna just only be the start of talking about how important health testing is within your breed, within your dogs, within your program. It's really important. So basically, that's what we're gonna be doing, is emphasizing more on getting health testing done on this channel, so that then you guys can minimize the amount of health problems that you come across when it comes to the breeding of your dogs. So anyway, that's just one that we're gonna talk about, cardiomyopathy, because I feel like it's one of the most important ones in the breed that I'm associated with. This is only part one. Drop a comment down below if you want us to do a part two on other ones, but I have a feeling we're gonna work on a part two. And the last thing I just remembered, if you guys wanna know the books that I'm reading, I'll put them in the link. They're on breedershacks.com. All right, guys, I hope this information is helpful. I hope it's useful. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Breeders Hacks.